professional interior designer and creator of the blog She Holds Dearly. On this channel, I like to talk about making a home beautiful on any budget.
Well, it is a new day and I am going to go thrifting. I haven't been thrifting in a while because of the wedding and all the summer festivities going on, but I love to carve out a little bit of time and sneak over to the thrift stores when I can. So we're gonna do that today, and I like to also get started off early in the morning. I'll prepare the night before with my lists and kind of, what the plan is gonna be, what coupons I need and things. And then I like to get started early in the morning after a good night's sleep. One of the things that helps with a good night's sleep is having a good mattress. And we spend a third of our life sleeping, and so it pays to think about your mattresses and your sheets and your pillows so that you can invest in the quality of your life. Birch Living is sponsoring today's video. I was first drawn to the Birch mattresses because they're all natural, which I had never even thought about that was something you could actually do. Their mattresses are crafted with organic cotton, organic wool, and 100% natural latex instead of fiberglass or polyurethane, which will off-gas toxins. Birch mattresses are Goals and Green Guard certified, and they will deliver straight to your door. So if you are in a position where you need a new mattress and it's difficult for you to get out for whatever reason, they even have in-home setup services and removal of your old mattress. But as you can see, we had it arrive in a box, not a large box, but a heavy box. And then when you open up the packaging, it just inflates itself and becomes a full-size mattress in a couple of hours. Shipping is free within the US, and they also give their 100-day sleep trial. You have 100 days to try out the mattress and decide if it is for you. Check out birchliving.com/sheholdsdearly for their Labor Day sale they have going on right now. And you can use my code BirchPartner27. That'll get you 27% off a Birch mattress. And you can get started today on having a cleaner home and a better night's sleep.
Well, we are in Value Village right now. I love a good basket. I always check the baskets. Oh, it's a little bit high. This one has a handle on it, which is a little bit more difficult to store. I guess I could hang it from a hook from the ceiling, but I didn't get that basket. I really loved this rug. Value Village has had a lot of good rugs lately. I've been grabbing them for seasonal decor. And then I check the pillows. Okay, these are my favorite size of pillow inserts. I get them at IKEA. These are way more expensive than they were at IKEA, but they're discontinued, so that's what you get. You have to pay more for them at the thrift store. I always check the dishes and the glass section, and that's one of the things I don't love about shopping at the Goodwill bins is they don't have any, or mine doesn't have any glasses and dishes. I loved these dishes that had the little gold lacy trim on them. Oh, they're just so tempting. And I always want to get these when I see this style. I don't know what they're called or anything, but they're just so elegant. Another thing I saw a lot of were punch cups, I guess is what we call these. And they make me think of my dad because that was the one thing he requested at my mom's funeral is that we have punch and little cups. It just made me feel like he was a little boy from the 40s or something, again, asking for it. A lot of times you'll see these cups and they go with these little glass trays. I think they're called luncheon trays. And my mom actually has a set of these that I inherited. Mine are kind of iridescent looking, which is so beautiful. I have to think of a way to use them. I actually am thinking maybe at Bespoke. So we're gonna do a Bespoke in Washington next year, and maybe I could use these little luncheon trays there or something. And then on the next aisle, I found the rest of the set of those beautiful dishes with that gold lacy edging. I was so tempted to put the cups with them so that it would be sold as a set, but not my store, I guess. And then I found this a little bit more modern, a little bit cheaper looking, sort of almost a hat box. And I thought it would look so good in a little child's room, a little boy or a little girl, if you were styling it on a shelf with toys or something. but I don't presently have a little room like that I'm working on, so I left that behind. Another thing I love about thrifting, besides prices and surprises, is the nostalgia. I thought those little red striped bowls would be so cute for Christmas. And then I looked down below, and this china right here with the green and the pink and the gold was my grandmother's, and currently is in my dad's house. And my mom always used that set for Thanksgiving.
Hello friends, it has been a while since we did a thrift haul, and I've got some new things that I just got today that I want to share with you. Also, throughout the year, as I find seasonal decorations, which I often do when I'm thrifting, I will squirrel them away, and I have a plan to show you them all at once when that particular season comes up. So I have some fall things that have been waiting. They've been waiting to be showcased, and so today's the day. I pulled them all out. It was fun to see them again, and then I'm going to add to that collection the new items that I found in the latest stores. The first thing I found is this wreath here that I wanted to share with you. It is really almost iridescent. The leaves are really, really beautiful. I found this at the bins, and here's what I want to tell you about the Goodwill bins, which is the Goodwill outlets. They have a deal with Target that if things don't sell from the clearance section at Target, Goodwill will get those items. And so oftentimes they'll end up in the bins. And this was $1 or $2, maybe. It's all calculated by the weight. And originally it was from Studio McGee. I thought it was Hearth and Hand, but I'm looking at the tag here, and it's a Studio McGee wreath that was $30, and I got it for about like $1.50. And the thing that kills me is there was a lot of these. There was a bin, a big tub that had, I don't know, maybe 20 of these all thrown in there, and I didn't understand what they really were, or I would have grabbed them all and then sold them on Poshmark or something. But anyway, this is a color that I've never used with my fall decorating, and so I'm just getting a lot of inspiration. I'm going to actually do our whole fall bedroom look with this plum color. I'm going to show that to you next week. I just keep finding more pieces that are going to look so good with this wreath. Okay, another thing that I have been collecting for the fall, which I think is a really good item to be collecting for anyone for the fall, are candles. So I just got a plain white one, but it smells really, really good. The scent is winter. So this cost about $2. This was from Value Village. I found this one for $3, and it is from World Market. It's clementine and honey. I love that. I just was really drawn to the apothecary look too. I love that look. In our fall decorating boxes, one of the DIYs is making a bottle, turning a clear bottle into an amber glass bottle and putting a label on it. Okay, and then this brand, Furby and Frey. Actually, I have a Furby and Frey candle in the fall decor boxes this year. This one's pumpkin. The one in the boxes is called London Boy. She's local to me. I know her actually, and I've just watched her candle business explode, and her things are so quality, and they last. Like this candle here will last for 100 hours and smell fantastic. So I love this brand. I actually totally recommend it to anyone who would want to purchase her products. And then I found this for 50 cents at it was a little church thrift store. I love candles in baskets. And so this one, I was hoping the white one would fit in here, but it's a little bit too big, but that's okay. I will find a little candle to go in here. So be collecting candles for your fall decorating. And then this I didn't buy it used. I got it on sale, but I just want to put this out there because this is from Michael's, and Michael's still has these. I was just in there yesterday, and they still have a lot of this cute little line that they've got going on. This is supposed to be, I guess, a little perfume bottle, but look at that color. That plum color, that's exactly what I am working with for our room decor. So I got this for about $3. I thought some of you might want to go check your Michaels and see if they still have. I mean, it's a whole aisle of this plum colored French style of decor that they're clearancing out right now. So along with the plum color that I keep talking about, I love the mustardy color. And I found all of this, it's a whole, I don't know, what do you call this? Not a ream. Anyway, it's a whole set of piping, and you can find this at Hobby Lobby. If you like it, you could go get it at Hobby Lobby, but I found this at the Benz. I got it for $2. It's this beautiful velvet trim, and I thought I could make some pillows this year and put this trim on it, or maybe, I don't know, maybe a little upholstery project, but it was fun to find this in the Benz. 18 yards, and if I were to buy this new at Hobby Lobby, it would have been $54 instead of $2. So that was kind of fun. Okay, and then along those lines, I also found this pillow for, it's probably, gosh, I don't have the tag on it, but I think it was about $2. This was from Value Village and has great texture on it. It has a feather pillow insert, which is my favorite. And so I just thought, well, that's kind of a no-brainer. Just grab that for the fall. I love the texture. Here's some other things that I find when I'm out thrifting are a lot of things like this, like little dried corn husks. So I found these at the Benz. Let's see, this one was at a little antique store for $3. You know, when you can just find them for $1 or so, grab them, and you just kind of can tuck them into your vignettes in the fall. Those are good things to find. This was also at the Benz, I believe. It's just a dried gourd. I mean, it's super light, and it's like, you can hear it's dried out in there. So I wish I had a bunch of these. My friend Kristen Hoffman has a whole basket of them that she sets out in her fall decorating, and I think it's so cool. I want to get more of these so I can actually have a collection. But you gotta start somewhere. Okay, and this I found today, and it's always fun when you're out thrifting and you find things, and then I feel like there's always the +1 item that you find as you're about to leave, and this was my kind of +1 item. I didn't see it the first time I went through the store, but then as I was leaving, I saw it on the top shelf. It helps to always look up and look really high and look really low when you're out thrifting, which incidentally, I have a whole course on how to thrift. It's 90 minutes long, just intense, thrifting intensive class. I'll link it in the description below, but there's a lot of little tricks like looking really high, looking really low. I think if you are wanting to get into thrifting or wanting to get into what I call professional level thrifting, that class would be really fun. Okay, so this is a cloche. So I paid $16 for it. It's massive. I love cloches just in general, and I collect them. I don't think the plate actually goes with it. I'm not gonna keep the plate, but I always get cloches when I see them because I want to have them at the very least to keep them in my greenhouse and for my garden. So I have a whole collection going. But this would be so awesome on a dining room table with, something big in it, like I don't know, I'm thinking like a pheasant or something, some piece that's kind of big and unique and maybe fragile. Putting that in here. I think I might put this on our coffee table or something. I'm gonna put it down stairs, and maybe I could do it. I might do it in our room too. Anyway, stay tuned because I'm gonna put this to use for our fall decorating. I have bought one that was about half this size and paid $80 new, which probably was still a pretty good deal, for new. But this thing new, I feel like it could be over $200. I don't know, what do you think? I mean, have you ever seen one of these in real life and saw a price tag on something like this? It's so fun. And I know a lot of people would not want this, so it was like made for me. It had to come home with me. Okay, and this is another piece that I found with you today when I went to Value Village. Okay, so it was $15. I always have a 20% off coupon because I donate before I go in. So more like $12 for this piece. I actually have not unrolled it. We should unroll it. But first of all, it's in really nice condition, at least the part I could see. Ooh, it's a really long runner. My goodness. So 2 feet by 7 feet. I could put this down my hallway. Okay, I'm getting some ideas. But what I liked about this, from the moment I saw it, I just felt like it looked like wheat kernels. Do you see what I'm saying? It kind of has that just has a really good fall look. Good texture. Okay, I gotta find a good place for that. All right, so the last 3 things don't necessarily have to do with fall, but they are household items, and I'll just show them to you. First up is a terracotta pot. So this was about $3 from Value Village, and I love these pots. We used these for last year's centerpieces down the long reception table when we did our bespoke design retreat. So I already know these pots. We borrowed them from a local nursery in Virginia, and I loved them. So I don't know where they come from, but they are beautiful. They had cream and then this kind of grayish color, and it's kind of marbly looking. I don't know, I just love them. Anytime I see these now, I'm gonna pick them up because I'm officially collecting them. But they are terracotta. I don't know how they get this amazing color, but anyway, got another one for my collection. And this is a little bamboo, $3 for this too, little bamboo box, and it says snack on there. I'm collecting these to organize my drawer that has, saran wrap and Ziploc bags and food storage type items. So I wanted one of these, and that was fun that I found that at Value Village. I keep a list on my phone with items that I want to transfer into really cute containers. So Advil, I want to get another picnic basket to put paper plates in our kitchen. I have a list of what needs a better looking container because I always forget when I go in there. So I pull that up on my phone, and this was something that we needed. And then last but not least, this little guy, I don't know, it's not IKEA. Oh, I thought it was IKEA. So this was about $2.50. I say about because I have my 20% off coupon. I like that it has a seal on it. I always feel like that's a good feature for certain things. You want to have it sealed. And it's kind of a sweet little size. I really liked that. So we're going to put, I don't know, baking powder or something in this. This is going to go in my baking cupboard. But again, that was on my list on my phone. So that was really helpful. So, all right, tell me in the comments below which one is your favorite. And I can't wait to get to styling these for the next couple videos. We will be doing fall home tours in different parts of the house, and you'll be seeing these things pop up, and I'll show you how I like to use them.
Thank you so much for watching. If you would like more resources, I help women connect and learn more about God in my behind the scenes group and bespoke design retreats. I also help women expand their talents with my Elite Decorating Academy and seasonal decor boxes. I will leave the links to these resources in the description box below.